Hello everyone, so welcome back. Let's continue our discussion about the course structure. So what did we learn? Well, we learned that to access course material, you have to go to course modules, right? So you go to weekly modules, you download a note, then you watch a video and then you take a quiz, right? So each time you watch a video, you will take a quiz. These are small videos and small quizzes, all right? So that's just a quick recap. Now let's think about this. So you have to download notes, and what is exactly the purpose of these notes? Because you have notes and you also have a course text. So let me explain this. Now the purpose of these notes is that they follow the lecture videos. In the lecture videos, you can actually see these notes in the background. Now we use these notes as a time-saving strategy in the videos. So for example, if we have to write a theorem in a video, that would take time, right? But if it is already printed, well, that will save time. And also, notes are kind of like a written format of the videos. Now it's not a script, don't get me wrong, but it's a reference to lecture videos. Now what's the point here? So my point here is you don't have to read the notes before watching lecture videos, okay? It's not that once you download the notes you have to read them. No, it's not necessary, okay? Everything in the notes will be covered in the lecture videos with more explanation, okay? So the examples in the notes will be solved in the lecture videos. So it is not necessary to read the note, but it's good to have the note with you while watching the video. You can highlight certain things, you can add your own stuff to your note, so you can use them efficiently, or you can use them as an emergency reference, like near the exam. Rather than watching these videos again, you can look at the note for example problems, okay? But if you really need a reading material, I would suggest you to read the course text, and the examples in the course text are different from the examples in the notes. So the idea here is to provide you lots of examples, okay? So if you think the examples from the notes and the lecture videos are not enough, then you can go to the course text book, okay? All right. So that's one thing. Now let me show you one more cool thing. So let's go inside to a quiz. So if we take this quiz, if you open this one, let me randomly do some problems. Let me randomly choose some answers. So okay. So then well, what's going on? So I got 2 questions wrong, and seems to be like I got the first question right. So not most of them, but all the questions in the Canvas quizzes are multiple choice questions. So these quizzes contains multiple choice questions, okay? So if you got a question wrong, they will say it's incorrect, and if you got a question right, they will not say anything, but you can see here the points are given. You have gained all the points for that question. You got 1 point. So here, as you can see, for this question you don't get any points because the answer is wrong. Now here's the thing, these quizzes will provide you 2 attempts, okay? So you get 2 chances to do each quiz without any penalizing. So what does that mean? Well, if you got some questions wrong in the first attempt, like I did here, you can do the quiz again and hopefully get those questions right, and you can even get the full points, okay? So now but be careful. So I got the first question right, so I would write down the correct answer somewhere else, because anyway you have to do the full quiz again. So I got the first question right, so I don't need to do it again. I mean work it again. I can just enter the answer in the second time. These questions I have to work out. Now the other thing, these questions are not there to challenge you. Now look at what happens here. So I got this question wrong and I got a comment. Now here's the thing, with every quiz you will get immediate feedback. What do I mean? Once you do a quiz for the first time, you will get a comment, maybe a written comment saying, hey, you got this wrong because of this, maybe try this. So we will sometimes give you a hint, okay? Or sometimes you might get a mini video linked to a small video. So these videos are most of the time less than 2 minutes, okay, under 1 minute 90% of the time, which we might solve the exact same problem, or we might give you a major clue, major hint, so that when you try it for the second time, you can watch this video, learn from your mistakes, hopefully do the question correct in the second time. Okay, so as I said, these quizzes are not there to challenge you. 80% of the questions in the quizzes will get this feature, immediate feedback feature, mini quizzes. Okay, so the idea here is you can learn the course material slowly, give it time, watch these mini videos, learn from your mistakes. These quizzes are there as a learning process, not to challenge you. Okay, all right, so that's what I have for course modules. Now these Canvas course modules will represent 8% from your final grade, so they are important. Okay, so it's worth to do these questions 2 times. I mean, try to get full points if you need to use both attempts. Okay, all right, so these were 8% altogether. So now Canvas quizzes are not the only homework system we have. We have another homework system called WebAssign. So WebAssign questions are challenging than Canvas quiz questions, and they are essay type questions. That means they are not multiple choice questions. Okay, so hopefully once you are done with the module by Friday or Saturday, you can start WebAssign. Once you're done with the module, start WebAssign homework assignments. They are not long. They are not long at all. Don't worry, they're short assignments. Do them and expose yourself to challenging examples. Okay, they're not like super challenging, but harder than the problems in the quizzes. Okay, all right, so how can you find WebAssign? Well, go to Canvas homepage. You can find the link to WebAssign right here. Now if you want to do homework, always you can come to Canvas homepage, click here, and it will take you to WebAssign. Now you have to register for our class in the WebAssign. To do that, here's a guidance document. You can read the instructions in the document and register for our class. Or if you hate reading a document to register, watch this video here, and it's a short video. It will explain you clearly how to register in WebAssign for a class. Follow the process. Now do that as soon as possible. You get 2 weeks of grace period. That means you don't have to pay for 2 weeks, but at the end of the 2 weeks you have to pay and buy the registration. Okay, now you have to register for our class in the WebAssign, so it requires a code. Okay, a class key. So the class key can be found in the Canvas homepage here in red color. Okay, or you can find it in the syllabus in the course structure section, again in the red color. Now here's the thing, the key that you can see in the video right here is not your key, your class key, because this video is old and meant to use in every semester. So this key is an old key from a previous class. Okay, so make sure you go to your Canvas homepage and your syllabus and find that class key. Okay, so WebAssign will represent 8% from your final grade. So WebAssign 8%, Canvas modules 8%, so homework 16%, course participation 4% from your final grade, which we will discuss in a future video. There are 3 exams, 2 midterm exams and a final exam. So each midterm exam will be 25% from your final grade. That means midterm exams totally 50%, and final exam itself 30% from your final grade. Okay, so one more thing, if you look at the syllabus second page, there's important dates. So those are the dates for your 2 mid exams and final exam. So mark your calendar, make sure you are available on those dates. Okay, make sure your schedule works. You can do exams on those dates. Okay, all right, speaking about exams, that's what we have to discuss in the next video. So I'll catch you there. Thank you very much. Bye bye.